What's up, guys? What's going on, my Libras? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? This is your girl, Miss HW, with another love read for y'all. We're gonna be doing something a little different. We're gonna do something for Libra, Virgo season. I'm gonna be pulling y'all your reading. What am I doing? I'm doing a different spread, and I'm going to be using, of course, a different set of oracle cards. This set of oracle cards require me to pull two. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull, I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to pull one from the very beginning, read that message that kind of gives us an idea of what we're about to head into, and then we'll pull another one at the end to kind of tie everything in together. Count the lines of the I Ching and see what the message is in between the lines, and then give you a conclusive conclusive oracle that suggests, what could happen, what to look forward to, what's the outcome of that reading. Okay, so let's see what comes up for y'all. Of course, Libras, this is for the collective of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Some parts of this reading may resonate with you. If they don't, please leave that portion of the reading that doesn't resonate for you to someone else that has a situation that they need advice for. If you are looking for your own situation to kind of get some clarification on it and you're not seeing anything and you do like my reading style, whatever it is that you are looking to do, go ahead and check out in the description box below, and you should be able to find my website, the book of reading, or anything like that. I also have a community for 21 and up, people who are looking to meet new people, dates, hang out, chill. Be prepared to show ID, because I do want. I've never seen this card before. I'm gonna lie, this looks a little scary too, but yes, be sure to have ID ready to go, just so we can make sure that no one under the age 21 is going to enter that server. It's just treat it like it's like a club. You go into a club, you about to talk to a bouncer, you about to have that ID ready, because they're like, baby, I don't care if you think you're entitled to your privacy or not. If you don't prove you're an adult, you're not getting in. And I'm working on getting like a system so that way it's a little more secure for everybody, a little more cohesive. Libra. 24. Right. Let's see what's going on here. Turning point return. Oh dear Lord Jesus Christ. All right. Now begins a hopeful time for renewal and growth. Nothing more stands in the way of a new start. You can leave outdated views and bad habits and feelings behind. Excuse me. Let me just read that sentence over. You can leave outdated views and bad habits and feelings behind you and energetically shape your life. Get together with kind people and you will achieve more than would be possible if each of you were to act alone. The best is when progress is made with people you love and who love you, and when this progress brings benefit to others as well as to yourself. There is no need to force anything. The improvement in your situation corresponds to the natural flow of events. The best things always happen by themselves. Know that the changes have just begun. The new influence must first grow undisturbed before it can prove its worth. Very interesting. We're going to slip this smidge, this little baby onto the side here. We're going to look at the situation and see what's going on. What's going on? What's popping? What's your problem? Okay, love, please, love. Okay, the fuck? This is love, but you know what? This is the love arrows coming from the sky. It's me being dramatic. Okay. That don't go there. It goes here, though. Okay, Umbrella by Diljit Dosanjh. Please, y'all, please find that song. Such a beautiful song. Umbrella, Diljit Dosanjh. I think that's how you say his last name. I hope that's how you say it. I hope I'm not butchering it. One of my good friends introduced me to his music, and I sang that song for their dad's birthday. And I needed to have sang something new for him this year. I meant to, but I honestly straight up straight up did not prepare. So next year, I'm coming for that Leo. Okay, I know, right? This is not even about him. What are you doing? All right, you're reading. Okay, let's go back to the turning point in return, because I think it was talking about how, yeah, this is a great time for renewal, growth. Things happen on its own. You don't need to force anything. You need to just make sure you're taking care of yourself and changing the habits that may not have been very conducive to your success into successful practices and rituals and routines and things like that. But what's going on here? Things are moving very quickly. Things are picking up momentum. Things are building up speed. Things are starting to get on track. Things are unobscure. So meaning that things are pretty clear as to what's coming in, what's coming out, what's going on, what's not going on. Like, it's very black and white. It's pretty clear. It's pretty transparent as far as your situation goes, which is nice. There's some sort of communication possibly between you and another person, but it seems to be something that's very quick, like a message, or something that can be on a phone. You know, something that's easily accessible, very quick to get a hold of. It's definitely not no damn emails or snail mail. So, or regular mail. Okay, let's be real. Like back in the day, this was it, but this ain't it now. Texas is. Hear me, guys? I'm being ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, Texas is the thing these days that goes too fast. So, but this is good. I like it. You're not taking it out of its element. If that makes sense. The Eight of Wands is where it's at. So you're basically going with the flow. You're kind of trying to roll with the punches, take what's being given, and apply it to where it can be applied. Like, I think you're just doing the best you can. Your current situation here is coming from a place where you may have been a student at one point. Maybe this is you trying to learn new habits. This is literally what that card was saying. That the Page of Pentacles is usually someone who's taking their time, looking at the details, and being very meticulous, very scrupulous about what they're doing. This is someone that's learning. There's someone that's doing some temporary work, that's getting some things in order. Sometimes it's like sorting out some plans and getting things set up so you can just start executing. So nothing is like a speed bump where you have to set that up and then you can do it, and then you guys set the other thing up and you can do it. Something about getting it in order so flow can actually start taking place. And I feel like this pre-work is what's going to make things a whole lot easier. Ten of Cups. This is about celebrations, hanging out with people, being around family and friends, and being content and being happy. Seeing your work start to take form in a way that can fill you emotionally, and other people can take part in that and can enjoy that too. Like, some of you guys are maybe trying to join a community or be a part of a new job, or you guys are looking to incorporate some techniques into a sort of a community that would be of benefit for everyone, including yourself. Because I see the Ten of Cups as a pretty worldly card, in the sense of it being like, it not just being exclusively for you. This, which is awesome, by the way, is for you. This, no one else really can share this. This is emotional contentment. This is happiness. This is knowing what you want and going for it without any sort of doubt in your mind that it's not so for you. It's not in alignment with who you are, and so forth and so forth. And so I think this is a really nice regression, if this has had to be one, because this is still happiness. This is still like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I need to do to get there. And I know that what I'm wanting to do is going to be nice for the people around me, the people who are looking to try and do different things, and or to meet people, or this could be an opportunity for you to move from one phase of your life into the next. This is a closing of a cycle. Despite this being a lovely happy ending, or can be a happy ending, it's still an ending of a cycle. So for some of you, you guys are just kind of, again, working with making plans for the new, because you guys have now maybe outgrown a certain situation in a healthy way, and you need to adjust so you can be in alignment with this. Now, in order for this wish to come true, the sacrifices here possibly need to be made. So the situation is your current situation. This is what influences your decisions and actions and so forth. This is what can be manifested if actions were taken. How you turn your challenges into stepping stones. So being this is the sacrifice, the Ace of Swords, talking about feeling stuck in your thoughts and not feeling like you're able to do very much, feeling lack of flexibility, feeling stuck. This comes from, I feel like, maybe the preparation aspect, the earthiness. I'm thinking, okay, what is not so compatible with this reading? Well, swords in water, they don't really do much other than create waves and things like that. They swirl and create hurricanes and things like that. Fire, air, very compatible, works very well together. Earth, water, very lovely. It's a foundation for things to actually start growing. It's very saturated with water here, but even that little bit of earth, it could possibly do something with. It gives swamp vibes though, Libra, meaning like it's a very highly cultivated environment. Like this, like think about a swamp, right? Like it's not just stinky and shit like that, but you got a seriously high bacteria rating. You know, you got lots of germs and lots of living things that are either in the naked eye. You got a culture here. You got a whole thing of wildlife and biome, microbiomes that you're dealing with in that one space. So you got a lot of feeling and emotion behind it, right? As far as like the comparison to swamp is with your romantic situations, Libra, it's like you got a lot of fertile or rich veg or rich marsh that ultimately could be used for really cool things that end up being of benefit to other people, for other people. But then you have this weird issue here where the overthinking possibly comes in when you're thinking, well, how much do I need? What do I need help with to get that started? What sort of things do I have to have in order? And it's like, it can seem like a further setback because you're still in this situation with the underlying energy, still trying to deliberate what you're doing. What are you going to get done? What are you going to complete? Because there's all this planning and idea creating, and oh, this would be nice. Oh, this would be nice. But there is so much that's going to go into it to be that dream that you want. Then it's like, well, let me take a look at this. Is this something that I actually can do on my own, or is this something I'm going to have to expand on when I have the people to do it? Because I feel like, again, this manifests from actions taken. This ten of cups, completion of a cycle. This the space where people are involved and they are supportive of you and what you're doing, and they're a part of it because they believe in the community, they believe in the space, they believe in whatever that is that you're connected to get it done and work together. So this only happens, I feel like, once this is done, where you're taking what your dream is, what you're aligned with, what makes you happy, and maximizing that. Because again, you don't have to force anything that's going to involve other people to help you expand. It comes from you just focusing on what you can do in the moment, what's in your hands, what's controllable, what's tangible, what's not too outlandish for you to start on your own. Because if it does start to get into territory where it's like, this is a lot on me, I don't know if I really have the mental space to kind of compartmentalize anything else, then it's just probably a good idea to just put that in the back burner and work on the most immediate things that can get you at least feeling like you're headed somewhere real, somewhere that's starting to see success, starting to see something. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like for a lot of you guys, you're meeting new people, you're getting new ideas, but you're growing more and more content with yourself. You're really happy with who you are, and maybe you're trying to understand what kind of relationships you're going to be trying to maintain, nurture, and keep up with after this, or as this phase of yours kind of comes to a close. You're kind of realizing what kind of connections you're looking to cultivate, maybe. So let me see. I'm gonna clarify the Eight of Swords. Why do you gotta sacrifice feeling stuck? What is that? Sacrifice overthinking. Sacrifice mental clout, or you don't feel like you have any other options than the ones that you have. If you feel like you're being backed in the corner, Three of Pentacles suggests that it's probably a good time to start consulting people who may have different goals in mind, but have ironically tasks that align with your dreams, that align with your goals, that can help you get to where you want to be. And ironically, them helping you helps them get to where they would like to be, even though it may be in two very different spaces. But you guys can respectively, celebrating those things together, acknowledge each other's accomplishments, and recognize that you guys have definitely been supportive of each other. I feel like it's working with other people, I think, is the issue. I think maybe you've been doing something on your own and very little knowledge, right? Like you're trying your best to work and learn on the way. I think you're just kind of like working with it slowly, taking your time with it. You're really trying to get a good grasp of it. And I feel like if this is like, to me, as far as relationships go, I think that this just seems to me like you having yourself sorted out has made the relationship take an extra speed so it can start seeming like there is potential for solutions to whatever issues were there in the past. And I say that because the Eight of Swords is suggesting that somebody felt stuck. They already felt like they exhausted all options. Hey man, it's not coming up. So that tells me right there, this is someone who's been hanging out trying to sort out some sort of issue on their own, not really given any new ideas on how to handle it, but basically just waiting around to see if something will change their mind. Something will spark some inspiration to see the situation differently. I just think that maybe this isn't giving red hand energy, but this is definitely giving like if you have nowhere else to go, do not feel like you are alone. Because I think there are people around you that can help you get to somewhere you want to be, or rather, there are yeah, I think there's some people around you that are interested in some sort of growth. It may not be again aligned with yours, but it's yeah, it can still do something. Page of Cups talks about heart to heart conversations. So if this is going to go here, then I feel like this is talking about what you guys are looking to make of your romantic lives. I feel like, are you guys looking to create a family? Are you guys wanting to have a family? Do you have a family already? Is it hard for you to find someone who would like to have a family too and expand on what is already there? Because I feel like, why would this be about heart to heart conversations if really we feel like there's no way more that we can expand and get what we want out of things? So I just think that we're still figuring out what to do, but we're figuring out what to do with what we have and the newfound. I feel like maybe too some of y'all coming from an old relationship too. Like this is like an old way of being. Like you had this idea of what you wanted, and I feel like you may still want it despite that situation not coming into fruition in the ways that you wanted it to. So I feel like maybe now it's just like, hey, don't think that you can't have that love that you were looking for originally that just kind of came and went very quickly. You still can have this. It's just now you're going to be taking the time to really see and weed out the person, read out if this person's really trying to plan things for the future with you or trying to build, go the mile. I don't know how they say it with this person, or if they just, well, I got some problems too, and we cross and pass because ironically, your story, my story, have an intersection where I get what I need and you get what you need. That don't always mean that our goals and shit align. I know you just saw my face. Hi y'all. So, Ten of Pentacles is what came out on the floor, and I don't pick up cards coming from the floor, but I do think it's interesting that I needed to see that card come up, and I think it's something to do with security. Now, when I talk about marriage and things like that, and people staking around and going the extra mile, I really feel like when that Ten of Pentacles came out, hit the floor like that, it's suggesting that, yeah, what you really want is a commitment that's going to stand the test of time and potentially build a legacy, and not something, again, that's so intense and soft and new and sweet, but so quick that it doesn't provide real substance for anything real to come in. Just an infatuation that kind of arises. So I feel like y'all is trying to step away from the whole infatuation thing with love, and you guys are really trying to approach things with a little bit more practicality. Kind of be more trying to not be serious, but in a way, be more serious. I say like, you still want to have fun, you still want to be romantic, but you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to take the time that you're given into a connection and learning this person, learning their issues and their flaws, their history, their likes, their dislikes, their deal breakers, and all this stuff, the things that they've been through and all this. No, I don't think you want to just kind of play around with that, even though you are not expecting anything, which is that's pretty good. You have no expectations, you just know what will make you happy and what you would need to do to get to that happiness. What would that look like for you? So Let's see what 22 has to show. Has to say. Let's see 22. So we read 24. Okay, 24. Let's go at 24 because we gotta read the lines. I forgot my bad. 24. Okay, so we have the lines. One is the same. Two is the same. Three is different. Four. So three and five. Three and six is different. So we're gonna read three. Your changeability causes you to shift back and forth restlessly between good intentions and bad habits. You gradually reach greater constancy because you keep your higher goals in mind. Mm. The way you start turning your challenges into stepping stones is by taking what makes you happy and making that your why, reminding you and keeping you focused on your dream versus what's been happening, what's been going on, and what other things that you have been doing, have been unlearning so you can make space for that success. Makes sense. Number six, you have stubbornly ignored much well-meant criticism and passed up the opportunity to change direction. This is a pity, as you won't receive another chance so soon. Well, oh well. You know what, Libra? I happen to have probably the same problem. And you know what? In this situation where you may have felt justified in doing something and it may not have been the right course of action, just know that there really is no such thing as a right or wrong choice. You do have to do what feels right for you, even if it doesn't always turn out to be in the direction or in line with the ideal that you like. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to have what you want. You stubbornly ignoring much meant criticism just means that there's that criticism still there for you. You have the ability to now listen to it and take it on and see if that's applicable in your life and make those further adjustments when the opportunity arises. You may not have it with the same individual, you may not have it with the same person or situation, same job, whatever. That doesn't mean that these things are not going to come back up so you can then take advantage of it and enjoy it fully. So try not to be too bullheaded and Eight of Swords it, thinking that, oh, I don't know what to do. I can't hear anything else. I can't take that on or whatever. Three of Pentacles means that there are people around you that is designed to help you. Again, they may not be along the same, may not have the same goals, may not have the same ambitions as you do, but they are willing to be a part of your journey to help you get to whatever your dream is. So it's possibly worth listening to what they have to say, not take it fully in as like this is gospel, this is me, this is truth, I have to use it. No, this is how does this apply to me? Does it resonate? Can I actually do I actually need to do any changes for this, or do I have to have a different mindset altogether? Try not to be so bullheaded. I know as ox Libra, stubbornness is insane. Okay, so we have that. So 22 is what we're going to read. Grace. This is your outcome. A time in the sign of grace affords you a view of the potential for perfection in this world, but don't confuse the beauty of its outer shape with the real basis of life. Grace is an ornament of all forms of existence which gives us joy in daily life and enables a brief moment of pure spiritual happiness. But nothing changes merely by watching. Beauty remains a fleeting moment. Deeper insight and selfless activity are required to bring about positive changes. Seize the opportunity to refine your way of life. Give more space to your aesthetic sense and to feelings. Be guarded against being over idealistic. Don't see the world through rose tinted glasses. Okay. There's a 10 of Pentacles. I was saying hit the floor. I wouldn't take in or whatever. There it is. But wow. Okay. So pretty interesting reading, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, especially if this is to do with relationships, this is about something that's new, starting small, has some small like instances of like heart to heart conversations, emotions are being awoken up. But if it just seems like it's too, I don't know, it's just slow as far as it's going, and its productivity is not where it would be ideal, make space for that, because I think there's something that to come in for you with an open heart if you want it, or if you'll allow it to at least grace your presence with whatever you can use to your advantage. Don't think you should use people, hurt people, or anything like that. Of course, I'm not advocating for that at all, and I'm not saying that's exactly what you're doing or what this reading is saying to do. But I think that the people that you have around you, you can help them if you allow them to help you. And then it's just a wonderful experience all the way around. Okay, Libra. I'm gonna let y'all go. All right. It was awesome doing another reading for you guys. Okay. And until next time, I will see you on the other side. Bye, y'all.